falling faster than I did before. Falling from the sky and I'm tired of it all. Baby, don't be mad, but I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. I'm not watching my life pass by for you. Trying my hardest, but it's not enough for you. Waiting for your love, but I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone. You were wrong, closing the door for the last time. It's been locked. Leaving. I'm ready to go without you.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll-free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
He's like, yeah, like as if.
Welcome. And that rendition is Vicky's song. Fly, and Baxton did the video to it. Yes, we all know editing has one D, not two, but that's...
There might be three. I know there are a lot of Ds in there.
There's a whole lot of Ds. What happened was that the key got stuck, but they're fixing that. But nice version of what's going on in our world. Vicky didn't understand, and she has a few songs that if she ever went into that whole deal...
The video's nice,
should be... I gotta tell you, it's probably the best work I've seen Baxton do. And he's done some nice pieces, but that one, because of the music and the way he made that whole
You like the girl standing at the fire?
I love that.
That's the one thing I thought, oh, really? But you kept it.
I kept it because if you listen to the words, it really relays and it burns home a message, as they say.
No pun intended.
No pun intended, but it was good stuff.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to our midday show, Brooklyn Cafe Show. The crew, everyone's working really, really hard today, which is nice. I can't believe we're the end of July. To me, summer still has another month, but apparently to the school system it does not, which means that kids are back to school in the next 10 days. Georgia apparently goes back on the 1st, and I think we go back on the 12th in Florida. Amazing that it's that fast. People are having their back to school sales, end of summer vacations, and all of that good stuff.
Well, the interesting aspect, the first segment that I wanted to talk to you about has to do with the foundation. A lot of the producers are going back to school. We're going to exit interview one of them that came in from the University of Wisconsin, the Badgers, as they call them. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And we're also very happy to announce that we got a phone call from the Boca High School, which wants to have AMP Media over to do some work with Professor Daniel. Shout out to Daniel. And the kids that are going to be there, not one class, but actually two classes. It's going to be fun. It'll be September 9th. September 9th. So we look forward to doing that as well. But, a lot has been going on with the foundation, the growth. We had meetings this morning about it. Press releases are coming out. All sorts of other people want to get involved with that situation. And you look at the kids that exit, that leave, that go back to school, that finish their tour with us, and it makes you scratch your head and say, wow, how the hell did time fly so fast? Where did it all go? You look at the advancements of what they do and some of the things that they put together, and if you come in here today and you watch them in there, from Michael to Vicky to everybody that's working in there and working hard, this is not going to be an easy one.
Coming from you.
This one's not going to be easy. A lot of them leave on Tuesday of next week. So we wanted to do a couple of exit interviews with some of the kids, see what they got out of doing this whole thing. So I thought it would be nice to start with Aiden.
Very nice. Things to do. There's actually a group at Boca High I saw years ago where no student is able to eat lunch alone.
We interviewed
and I've been wanting to get in touch with them about that because I think the football players started it.
That's true. We interviewed the football players when they first started it up at the Heart of Delray.
We did?
Yeah. He was a guard. He came in, and he was a big kid, and he came in with a little kid, and that was the first kid that they saw eating alone, and they said, not on our watch, and the football team went around, and they made that whole gathering. You don't remember that? Oh, man, that was a great show.
But I would like to get reacquainted with them, especially in lieu of what we're doing with the foundation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we had a meeting this morning, and, you always say growth comes when you get out of your comfort zone. It's as hard as things can be in here behind the scenes and doing, I guess it's still within my comfort zone of being stressed. Like, my body recognizes that level of stress. The foundation level of not knowing out of my comfort zone, I just don't know what Pandora's box I opened or started or created, I should even say. That's just a whole nother level of what we did. I don't even know, but
well, I saw the meeting you were
over here too. So.
Well, I saw the meeting you were having today, and there are some press releases making announcements. And I have a feeling I wasn't even sure that you had put out the first press release, and it could be that that's the way the school found us, because he said he went to Google and found us. So something's going on. I'm not privy; it's above my pay grade, but I do know.
Above my pay grade.
I do know that they called me. Of all people, me. I don't know why they didn't call you.
Because your phone number must be on something.
It
Your
must
phone
be
number's
on
the website or something.
And then I also asked the assistant principal, I sent you a copy of the email that they sent out, to see if we could bring in some interns for seniors from Boca High School.
Nice.
So they're weighing that out and see how we could put that together. We'd like to bring in some young blood in here with the college students and maybe have a buddy system work out. So we have one who's a junior in high school, and he is incredible. And he was handling this whole thing with Nathan yesterday, and there's something to be said about young minds, because they want to get into the business and want to understand the right way of doing it. So
absolutely.
Should be fun.
A lot of good stuff. We've had Helen Archer joining us today. It's Tuesday, which means it's time to check out the planets and what's in alignment as we roll into, I know, Mercury retrograde and all that stuff that goes with it. But before we talk to Helen, we want to talk to Aiden.
Yes. Where is Hayden?
I don't know where Aiden is.
Aiden, come out to play.
Aiden has been with us since the beginning of June. He is a student of University of Wisconsin-Madison. And like everyone in here, we pretty much throw you right in. But to Aiden's credit, we threw him in, and he took the ball rolling with new ideas. And he really very rarely sits down.
Like now.
As he's bouncing up and down, as he's setting his angles and his lights, to see what he got out of working with us, and who even knows if it's what he thought it was going to be, more or less.
I'm curious to ask him.
I don't know.
Because he has no filters, and he will tell you exactly what's on his mind.
Definitely no filter.
So Aiden Feeney, it has been a joy to have you with us.
Thank you very much. It's been a joy to be here, to be honest. You guys kind of saved me this summer. Just kind of, I really didn't think I was going to get a job working in the industry I wanted to when I came down here for the summer. I was really just going to get like a job, like working service or whatever, try to make some money this summer. And when I saw AMP Media just come across like my job feed, I was like so happy because I just, you don't get a lot of opportunities in this industry. It's hard to come by. So any opportunity to get your hands on real equipment in a studio, work with a team, like it's huge in my opinion, especially in this industry, like more than others, I feel like.
And what you thought it was going to be, did you have expectations?
I had certain expectations. I mean, my expectations were more just like, so I'm a film student, but this is TV. So that was like my general expectation was like going to be more in like the TV angle, which I did a lot in high school. So it was familiar, which is great. But I think what stunned me the most was like how much I really just enjoyed this job. And I'm not just saying that because like I'm like just sitting here on the show. Like I actually mean that. I was saying, because we were walking to Sunny Stop the other day, and I was saying to Grace how I like can't believe at the same time, I can't believe I've been here for 2 months, but I also can't believe it's like the summer's over. Because I've just like enjoyed being here so much, and just like working with everybody, like meeting people in my industry, which I really don't get the chance to do a lot. It's just great, So
what skills are you taking back with you?
I think for the most part, just like confidence in my ability to execute stuff more than anything else. So like while I have learned like certain things, like especially like with board and stuff, like running vMix, that's not something I've really ever done before. And it's like very stressful. But I kind of just like honed my skills with it, and going back just knowing like, okay, I knew I could do these things like in theory, but actually putting them into practice, like doing them over and over again, like refining it, that's a huge part of it. Like anybody can go with a camera and like shoot something the first time, but then you go back and you're like, oh, I wish I did this, or I wish I did this, or I wish I held that shot for longer. And it's just like, doing it all the time gives you a better idea for what you're looking for and all that, so.
It's amazing because we got phone calls right before we got on the air of one of our producers getting a job at a radio station up in Orlando.
I think it's a TV
Oh, really?
station.
A TV station.
In Gainesville.
In Gainesville.
But you're close.
No, it was Orlando.
Again, it sums it up,
It
right?
wasn't
Well,
Gainesville.
It was.
It wasn't.
Yes.
Well, it was in your ear. I heard certain parts of it. But this particular person, we're going to highly endorse her because she can run a TV station, which is the offspring of what your future holds for you. One of the things when I first met him was I came to the realization about the fast mind that he has. So the only way to keep that mind attentive is by throwing him constantly, and constantly, like we had that Friday. Which
Yeah,
you'll
it's actually
never
funny you
forget.
say that because that's like the most true thing I've ever, like I do get bored of stuff easily.
Yes, you
like,
do.
And just my general, like that's why I'm doing this, like I'm in this industry is because it was just the thing I was just the most interested in by far. Like I couldn't turn my attention away. And like a lot of the times, so I've had other jobs. A lot of times I work other jobs, like, you get bored fast. Like I think I get bored faster than other people, not because I'm of any reason, just like I don't have a great attention span. But yeah, I just...
It isn't you don't have a great attention span. Remember the old saying, marrying her is easy, keeping her is hard? Keeping his attention because his mind is like flipping pages. He's a lot like you. So I'm sort of used to it. But I've never seen it this young. So what I did was I purposely bombarded him like I do with Vicky. And I do it on purpose.
Yeah, Vicky, we have to bombard with things to do.
We have to
Good.
because your mind is so fast, you'll fly through it. And then what begins to happen is the repetition disappears and the work would then suffer because it isn't that he doesn't do the work, that work he does is excellent. But you have to put him in different roles, working with other people and at the same time working cameras. So when we were remote, I was eager. I told the crew to get up and leave you alone. But they didn't want to... They didn't want to
G-Man
do
and Jalen
that.
saved
He didn't
my
want to
life.
do it. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
But you can handle
No, because
it.
they started with like whatever you just said there. Oh, you know, you're running board today. And G-Man's saying, he's like, oh, I'm going to be right here. Don't worry. Like, but you're running it. And I was like, I was freaking out, bro. I was like, I do not want to run this board at all. And thankfully, Jalen saved my life and stepped in. But yeah, I think I could have done it. I think I was just probably a little nervous.
Oh, no, I know you can.
We have a phone call.
Okay, but the last thing is, him and I argue about live versus tape. And the
Wait
bottom.
until you see this piece I'm working on.
But
It's going
that's
on
fine.
tomorrow.
But think about it this way: if you can do live, you can do anything.
I completely agree with that. Yeah.
You can do anything. Your taping, I expect to be spectacular, because on the run when you do this live, and I would challenge anybody to do it live. It's not easy because you get turns and you get twists. He didn't know he was going to be on today. True?
Yeah, true.
And you change audio pods.
But I do it on purpose. And I pick my individuals that I do it with. His mind, Vicky's mind, I throw them all in. So you have Vicky's song today with Baxton, of all people, doing outstanding work
We have an
with the
outstanding
videos.
crew.
He did a great job with that video.
Yeah,
He's
he's
getting
getting
better and better at editing.
He's
everything.
getting fantastic.
Yeah.
Of
Well, I
course,
hope he
because he's
comes-
leaving.
Well, I'm hoping that during winter break and
Oh,
spring and
100%.
summer,
I'll
you're
definitely
gonna
stop in and say what's up. Like,
be back.
I'd be very sad to just like leave this behind.
Well, I'm not through with him. I'm working on something, and I'm praying to God that it comes through today. Then I have an assignment that he's going to help me with in Wisconsin,
yeah, like
which
I said,
would be nice.
text
Would
me
be really
anytime.
nice.
in the
always
political
there.
arena.
Yeah.
That's why we sent you out to the butcher to do that piece, which we have that changed to another
Let's
day.
see who we got on the phone.
Let's see.
Michelle.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Is this Freddie and Dawn?
Oh, God.
Is it?
Hello.
Dee Dee's on the phone. Hey, Dee Dee, how you doing?
Am I on live TV?
You are.
I'm so excited. I've never been on live TV before.
Just make sure you turn
Hold
your
on.
hearing aid down. Turn your hearing aid down.
Oh, sorry. Am I yelling?
Dee Dee, are you having lunch at
Hold
Smoke?
on. What?
Are you having lunch at Smoke Barbecue?
I just had lunch at Smoke Barbecue, and now I'm rushing over there. Oh, hold on a second. Hi, Freddie and Dawn. It's Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. How are you doing?
Wow, this is Enter the Middle of the
Good.
Earth.
I'm coming to see you guys.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
I got out of my appointment. I just wanted to come and visit.
All right, and then we'll see you soon.
Okay.
All right,
See you soon.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break before we head over to planets. Boy, do I have a feeling they're in disalignment. It's
No,
all
actually, she was right. You were 100% right.
So we're going to talk about that when we get back from a commercial break. In the meantime, you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. For exclusive behind-the-scenes content, like and subscribe on our YouTube channel to the Cafe, as well as Amp Media Productions, soon to find Amp Media Futures Foundation as well. Stay tuned. Give us a call like Dee Dee did, 888-994-4995, Studio A, or come on into the studio like Michelle is. More to come, and we'll be right back.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Looking for art to add to your collection? Well, look no further. Here at Amp Media Studios, we house tons of art, ranging from abstract paintings to realistic portraits. Come on in and find the art that fits your home. Any and all art is up for sale, so pick yours up today. Stop by at 2400 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Boca Raton, Florida 33431. See you there!
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
It'd be nice communication ain't too good.
You have all the emails.
Oh boy, you're gonna hit me with the email thing. All right, very good.
Welcome back. All right, it's Tuesday. You know what that means? Nate, you got the piece?
2 interviews. Everything else we're gonna have to probably postpone.
And there it is. We got Helen Archer of the Cosmic Astrology Society joining us today. See what the planets have in store. If it's any indication of what it feels like inside my body,
You know what?
It's a little chaotic.
I'm not even going to sympathize with that because you're on a different planet.
Helen,
No
I
pun
think I'm going
intended.
home. Is all I can say.
Helen, I gotta chime in here that you had said something about Harris, the presidential hopeful, and you had said that her and Trump were going to go neck and neck, which is what we're seeing now. And you had also said that she was going to have to keep that endurance up, that this race is going to come down. Can she keep the momentum? And I watched her this morning, and I was watching with Linda. Linda says, boy, she looks really tired. And other people have told me the same thing. This is unbelievable what she's doing right now in terms of momentum. Keeping it there ain't easy. And you had mentioned that.
The main reason I mentioned it is because we have Mars in Gemini, and she has Gemini rising, and she has planets in Sagittarius and Libra, so she's feeling the stress of it. And whenever you have Mars in a sensitive spot on your horoscope chart, whether it's connecting with a planet or an important part of the chart as far as location of it, it's going to lower energies. And it's also leaves you open to, getting sick, having inflammation, having an infection. So it's bringing up any chronic ailments that she may have that she probably ignored for quite a while.
But he's born in the same sign?
He has the sun in Gemini with the full moon, but he has a positive Mars, so he's being energized. But yes, he had a near-death experience with the Mars and Jupiter in Gemini on his full moon. But anyway, as far as health is concerned, I wanted to discuss health today, but in a minute. What I was listening with interest about your interaction with students and the high school and junior high school, and how the people that have worked here are going on to getting better opportunities. Mars in Gemini is like, the genius. It is like intellectual superiority. It's also someone who's multifaceted and technology-oriented, and they're multitasking, and, they have to put some attention here and put some attention there, so they're always bouncing around. Now, with Jupiter also in Gemini, it's bringing out the genius in people's minds and intellect. And it's also, as I said, good for communication. So people are contacting you, you're contacting people. Doing press releases is a wonderful thing because it rules journalism and broadcasting. So now is the time, especially with Leo, which is a very, popularity sign, which is an entertainment and hostessing sign. It's expansive. So getting more connections, connecting with people new and old, is really important right now and will lead to opportunities.
And that's what's happening right now.
Right.
And I try to explain to Dawn, there's a spot. The way I see things, there's a spot. And everybody's running to that spot. So it's up to you to be able to talk to as many people. You're not going to talk to everybody or work with everybody, but work with as many. So I've been getting phone calls last night. You saw I got another phone call today. You had the meeting. And there's another phone call that I just had. You see Bob also. I mean, it's all happening like rapid, like a machine gun. Now, people will attribute this that this summer's ending, school's coming back, and people are coming back. But it's a different energy in the field right now. Something's a different feel to what's going on right now.
It's a Mars and Jupiter together energy, which is an expansive business cycle. It's a good time for public relations. But I just want to say, take all these connections and shelve them, put them in your files so that you can go back in September when Mercury goes forward, reconnect with all these people, and then you can make something happen with everyone.
And September is a good month.
September's a good month.
And that's why I postponed the interview with Boca High to September 9th.
That's an excellent time.
I did it on purpose because of what you say. See, I do listen.
I know, and you'll benefit. But right now it's like the squirrel, gathering nuts for the winter. Right now you need to gather connections. You need to gather opportunities. You need to connect with people that have worked here. See what they're doing in the field and how they can help you further your goals.
You see that squirrel? I'm squirreling.
You're squirreling, and I'm like squirrel here, and I'm running all over the place.
Yeah, but you're creating all the activity. The foundation was a brilliant idea, and we just have to be. Listen, you can't talk to everybody.
I've got all the dots out there, Helen, so now it's just a matter, we have to connect them all and bring them all together.
And you have to have the right usage. You may have all these opportunities, Helen, but you have to have the right delivery, the right usage, how to implement. You got to have the right equipment, the right manpower. And she's scared because all these opportunities come along and all the kids are going back to school, so we're hoping that a new cluster of producers come in to take their place and everything else. Otherwise, we all just got to double up.
Well,
it?
for right now, you know, that's right. You're going to have to find a way to make it all work. So now you're gathering, and then with the Mercury retrograde period, because part of Mercury is in Virgo now, which is taking care of all the details, going from point A to the end result, and all the steps in between. That's a Virgo thing, and with Venus in Virgo and Mercury in Virgo, now is the time to do that. So you'll have the whole month of August, because you're not going to jump in and try to get things done. You'll have the whole month of August to plan, to review, to revise, to plug in, and then when Mercury goes fully forward on September 3rd, it's all going to fall into place like the pieces of a puzzle.
See that?
All right.
Pieces of a puzzle.
I'm holding out. I know. I'm going on vacation for a couple days. When I come back, I don't even know what he's going to have created, so.
Hey, what can I tell you?
For a
It
couple
is
days.
what it is
Yeah,
until it ain't.
Exactly, and all of that good stuff.
So
But
now
I'm listening.
Sunday is the pivotal point.
This Sunday?
This Sunday. So the thing that's happening this Sunday is we're going to have the new moon in Leo. Leo is a very expansive sign. Leo is an extroverted, outgoing sign. Leo is drama. Leo is the stage. So all these expansive ideas, like I said, develop the expansive ideas, but shelve them and figure out a way to make them work during the month of August. And then the other thing that's happening is Venus is going into Virgo, so Mercury and Venus, even though Mercury is starting to head backwards and will soon go back into Leo, so it's going to re-energize and re-emphasize some of the expansive ideas that have been happening in July. And then Mercury is going to go fully backwards. Right now it's moving slowly backwards, but then it's going to be full speed ahead backwards and go into that retrograde cycle. So the ideas will come. The organization and planning is now ready to be done, but still continue gathering connections because we still have Mars in Gemini for another few weeks. So let's develop ideas, let's develop people, let's develop connections. Now, health-wise, let's discuss health-wise. We have Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. Neptune is like hidden things, behind-the-scenes things, and Saturn is a planet that's going to make you work harder. So in Pisces, it's going to freeze up the money. Saturn will always take the money, and it'll always make you work harder with less, which is going to develop character, which is going to develop intelligence, which is going to develop ability for you to work under any circumstance. So if the money isn't there, plan ahead for the next month to make sure that you can go the long run and that you don't need extra funds. Like, don't be, I mean, as Leo wants to be expansive, you can be expansive, but you have to be practical with the planets in Virgo and realize how much financially you can actually accomplish.
No girl math.
And when is this? This is in August also?
So we're going to start with the Mercury retrograde period with the planets in Virgo on Sunday. Mercury is going to retrograde back into Leo during the month of August. So some of these ideas will be revisited, but with the Mars and Jupiter in Gemini, they're still good ideas, and we still want to, you know, gather people, gather connections, and gather projects. But we're not going to be able to move fully force ahead by doing them, implementing them, and getting all the organization done until Mercury moves forward. And that'll be September 3rd, fully forward.
Bless you. Okay, he's on the
Now,
truth.
health-wise.
Yes.
So we have Saturn in Pisces. Saturn rules chronic ailments. Saturn rules bones, skin, teeth, and a tendency to depression. These are all the things that Saturn rules. So it's a negative aspect to the planets in Virgo, which is opposite. So it's going to the planets in Virgo are going to want you to do too much. The planets in Virgo are going to dump a bunch of details and organizational values on you to accomplish at a time when Saturn is saying you need to slow down, you need to take care of your health, and you need to get into a more healthy routine where you have good nutrition and proper rest and some exercise. So Then we have the Mars and Jupiter in Gemini, which is increasing infections, increasing inflammations. Mars also in Gemini rules the lungs. So if you're smoking, you need to cut down on smoking. You need to take care of your lungs. You need to get a healthy routine for your lungs. The other thing is inflammations and infections. Take care that you are following proper hygiene and avoiding places where you could get sick. So that's, let's take care of our health during this month.
That's amazing that you can, does Major League Baseball know about you? I mean, I'm thinking of sending the owner of the Mets, Steve Cohen, and the manager's Mendoza. I'm thinking of getting a horoscope of all those players. Because what's happening right now, I've never seen in the history of the game. You have 9 men that started the season. They're down to 2 men. Everybody else has got injured, can't throw the ball, can't pitch or anything else. The whole thing is changing over. And you're talking about these changes, and you're talking about health. And I'm saying, okay, we lost this guy, and we lost this guy, and we lost this guy. And September's coming, so you're planning all this in August to play in September. That's the object of the aim, is to make the World Series in October.
So Mars rules athletics. Gemini is the opposite sign of Sagittarius, which rules the athletes. So the athletes are like with Jupiter, the athletes are like at the peak of their performance. But because of Mars and the square to Saturn, they're overdoing it. And so, they're having injuries. And
That's
I'm
what
sorry
just
to hear
happened.
it.
The guy was out for the whole year. He pitched 6 innings. There was a fly ball. He moved to get out the way. His calf disappeared. So he's done. I mean, what? It's like Aaron Rodgers, 4 plays, Achilles heel injury, done for the whole year. This is just so strange that things like this happen to one player, but it doesn't happen to another player.
So that player had a negative aspect from the Mars and Jupiter in Gemini, or the Saturn in Pisces was a negative aspect and caused the injury, whereas another player who now maybe was in the background is shining because he has a positive aspect to the Gemini planets or the Pisces planets that are positively energizing his chart. And that's how the, influence is changed. And some people rise and some people step back.
That's amazing. I know that you're not into sports, but any edge, and I'm not talking about huge edge, I'm talking about just a slight, even the mental edge is big in these sports, these games in multi-billion-dollar sports arenas. It's interesting.
It's very interesting. All of these things. You've got me all over the place, so I'm just trying to bring my brain back to where we're at.
Yeah,
all right.
You heard what she said?
Focus on rest. I know. I'm going to try and do that.
Put yourself in the suitcase, don't open it till you get back.
I'm pretty much going to try and do that, rest and regroup for sure.
So we need to regroup, and we need to realize that some of the expansive projects that we want to get involved in are not doable. So we're going to revise, we're going to revisit, but we're going to relax.
Interesting.
And take some time off to be with our family and friends and enjoy ourselves. And that will help you heal.
That's what you need. You need to heal. Take some ketchup.
All right, Helen, how do people reach you?
I'm on Cosmic Astrology Society on Facebook. I post the shows, and I make my predictions, so I hope you'll follow me. And I'll try to keep you as informed as possible about what the best course of action is for you to take during this iffy Mercury in retrograde period. And then, of course, in September and October, we have eclipses, and eclipses help make changes to things that have been stagnant, to the inability to make new deals and new changes. It's going to open the road for change.
I got to tell you, not because she's in studio, but she's pretty good, because I would make fun of her if she wasn't. I've learned to listen, because when she says, if you do something, you're going to pay for it, wait. And I tried, and I paid for it. And here we are still waiting. So she's not bad. She's pretty good.
She's good at what she does. All right, follow Helen at Cosmic Astrology Society on social media and right here in the studio every Tuesday. More to come. We've got Niles Fortner joining us. He is a journalist that one of our producers had met in a networking event. Baxton's got some music for us, and I think we've got a game talking about last week's show.
Lots of stuff.
So more to come. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft, silk, touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last. Do you suffer from neuropathy? Maybe you do, and you don't even know it. Do you have numbness, pain, burning, or tingling in your hands and feet? Muscle weakness, loss of balance, muscle twitching? Are you not sleeping? Does it feel like pins and needles in your hands and feet? Maybe you don't even have any feeling at all. These symptoms can make life unbearable, but there is help at the Lighthouse Medical Center. Call 754-222-6642 for a no-charge consultation and say goodbye to your neuropathy symptoms. That is 754-222-6642, or visit us online at lighthousemedicalcenter.com.
Do you have diabetes? If you have insurance, you may qualify for a new continuous glucose monitor. With a CGM, you can continuously track your levels and trends, spend more time in range, significantly lower your A1C, and share important data with loved ones and caregivers. Most importantly, a CGM eliminates the one thing most people with diabetes hate: painful finger sticks. Take charge of your health. Order your new continuous glucose monitor today. If you use insulin and have seen your diabetes care provider within the last 6 months, you may qualify for a CGM today. We'll do all the insurance paperwork and deliver your new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost to you. Medicare and most insurances cover continuous glucose monitors, so don't wait. Have your insurance handy and call the CGM Health Hotline now.
Welcome to the Chocolate Spectrum, nestled in the heart of Jupiter, Florida, where every sweet indulgence tells a story of hope. Founded by Valerie Herskowitz for her son Blake, who is on the autism spectrum, the family-owned Artisan Chocolate Company has been spreading joy since 2013. Here, individuals with autism and other developmental disabilities are empowered with training and employment opportunities, which not only give them purpose, but also teach valuable skills. Support a greater cause with your exquisite treat by shopping in-store or online at shop.thechocolatespectrum.com, with shipping nationwide all year round, or call at 561-277-9886. The Chocolate Spectrum, where every bite makes a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
have known. God had granted me a son. The summers die one by one. How soon they fly on and on. Thank you very much. Now on to Don and Freddie.
Wow. One of his best. One of his best.
He's hitting a home run in every part.
Wow.
Today.
That was amazing.
It's okay. No, it was pretty good. I'm going to tell you, he's been on point today.
Incredible.
Another one who's having an exit interview in a couple of weeks.
It's not easy for me.
10 days.
I'm having a rough time with this, all of this.
Oh, to get used to it, Lucy, because
and
a lot
you
of
keep
them
throwing
believe it.
20 other million things at me at the same time. It's like
Trying to keep your mind preoccupied.
yeah, no, it's not working so well. Anyway, you've been talking to this gentleman, and we met him at an event a few weeks ago. His name is Niles Fortner. He is a journalist for a lot of local papers here, all the way down. I've seen all the way in Miami, and private syndications as well. So let's check in with Niles and see what he's got going on. Welcome to the studio.
I'm glad to be here. This is like the best studio I've ever been in. I love the artwork around here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Give us a little bit of background about us. I know you sent me a lot of articles that you've written.
Yeah, just a couple that I've done of some stuff throughout West Palm and Miami. I cover a lot of articles like on entrepreneurs and artists, events, restaurants even. There's always stuff happening in South Florida that I just feel so blessed to cover, honestly.
What's it like being a journalist these days?
Well, it's interesting. Some people like me, some people don't, but that's normal. I was telling someone I write for Sun Sentinel, and they were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that for you." So it's always going to be a little different, but I actually personally like it because I not only learn about other people, but I learn about my community. And I feel like in a way when you learn about your community or other people, you actually learn about yourself. And I just feel like really awesome that I get to like learn about myself and the people around me and just learn how great our community is and how much we have going on.
It's an amazing place, right? Our community, we learn so much. Our crew from the community, we get to work now with Boca High and a lot of great things.
Well, the nice thing is that you emphasize what we're trying to do on the radio waves and the TV waves. You do it in the written form, which is something that we've always tried to accomplish. And the not-for-profit that we're putting together, the foundation, can actually use the helping hand to let people know what we're trying to accomplish. Now, what you see here is only 4 years old, but what we've done in this program is 8 years old, 7, 8 years. Dawn and her daughter one day got together and they decided to invite the universities in to send us people that wanted to learn this business. and it's mushroomed into its own entity. It's just phenomenal. Where we now do commercials on Comcast, NFL football games, the Monday night games, we have access to all of them. Major League Baseball, the NBA basketball. I mean, these are big sporting events, but it all started because we have hands now and the ideology to let them be, which we need people to know. You know, and when I first met him that night at Shorty's place, at Luna Boca Luna. Yeah, I know. Take it easy, Buddha. Boca Luna, I spoke to him because I was intrigued with the aspect that you were there and you were talking to everybody and getting a feel for the community.
Absolutely, yeah.
Is that what you write about for the papers and for the magazines?
Yes, I write about, I'm always trying to find the story. I call it storytelling with structure. So if I just simply meet someone, and then when I meet them, if they tell me like they're an artist or an entrepreneur, or they just simply have an idea, I go out of my way to follow up with them and just make sure like, hey, why don't we like see if we could work together? You know, you have a business and you're trying to advertise yourself. Why don't we try to do it maybe the old-fashioned way, through the papers, through the headlines? And it actually does work, and people, they love it. And even though everything is online nowadays, the first thing they'll say is it in the newspaper? And then they're like, well, can you get me a few copies? And then I'll give them like 5 copies, and they're like, oh, can you get me a few more? So when people are like, you know, print is dying, I'm like, no, it's not. People still want it to be in the headlines. They still want that community feature, and they want a whole bunch of things.
It's interesting that you say people say print is dying, because people told me 18 years ago that radio was dying. People told me that AM and FM is dying. It's a multi-billion-dollar business. It's not dying, it's just shifted. But when you turn a radio station into a video TV station, you run the same at the same time, like what you're looking at around you, it changes the game.
It does, yes. And it's like evolution.
Absolutely. And the delivery of it, and we bring in people, like that young lady that's sitting next to you, she's in the restaurant business. And one look at her, you would say, you're kidding me, you're in the barbecue business? And it's in Fort Lauderdale. It happens to be one of the best, if not the best barbecue I've ever had down in Fort Lauderdale.
Awesome.
And they do very well. You know, they talk to people very well and everything else. But what I want her to do is to do seminars and different things with the food, because food usually brings people, like you saw at Shorty's place.
Oh, definitely. Are we getting barbecue after this? All right, I'm riding with you.
We can make arrangements for that to happen. But we want so many of our crew, they come in here as journalism students. And I don't know if our schools are teaching them journalism, if they're teaching them AI, to get from school to where you are. What are some of the steps that you had to go through?
Well, honestly, when I was at FAU, right up the street, Go Owls, I kind of went back and forth with some teachers on this, actually, some professors, because I felt like they were preparing us for a world that didn't exist anymore. So one thing that I actually told my classmates is, you know, so many students, they wait to graduate to build their resume. Let's build our resumes from now. So not far from here, I used to work at Boca Raton Observer, and I'm like, let's go as students and see if we can actually write for that newspaper. Why not, you know, write for the school newspaper? Someone said they couldn't get in with the school newspaper, so they made their own newspaper. So one thing I did was I just made sure I got involved on campus. So, you know, back when I was just a newbie and there was really no one who wanted to give me a chance with writing articles on their business or their artwork or anything really, I said, let's write about the FAU campus. And that's what I was kind of known for in the beginning. I wrote for Boca Watch and some other publications, and I was just simply writing about my classmates. One of my classmates was a Ukrainian student. So I'm like, let's talk about, you know, what's happening in Ukraine and like your artwork. And I was just writing about like FAU student athletes, and there was just so much that we can do while on campus. So to answer your question, I would say really just focus on what you can do while you're on campus, instead of just being like the average student who wants to, you know, go to class and barely get by and then go to their dorm room and smoke some dope or whatever.
Which is exactly what we try and do here, is give them the working up experience, to give them a studio life experience that they put on their resume. So when different places call us, like this TV station in Gainesville just called for a recommendation for one of our students from last year, and all the things that we get to do. But the hardest part is flipping over semesters, because they become family.
Right.
And then they go on and they have to go on and we start again and then they become family and it always seems to work out. It's just in the process, it's just hard to see. But in journalism, to see it's really working, and you know what? People scroll through TikTok and they scroll through all their things for their news, but there's nothing like actually seeing the article.
But what I like is what you said, because
Something's buzzing. Is that your phone? I thought it was B in my ear.
I'm sorry.
But it's not, it's your phone.
What I like,
there's a bug.
what I like what you said was, when the kids come in here as journalist majors, they're waiting for us to send them out on assignments, which is very typical. You know, when I was in the high school newspaper, I wasn't taught that way. I was taught to make assignments to go out and get. And when they come in here, and I say, okay, I want you to go and find me assignments. Well, you're sending me to a place? No. I'm sending you to a mall that has different places, and you got to figure out how to bring the assignments back. And then you have to edit it. And then you have to put it in a newsletter. So they're looking at me like, whoa, what's going on? That's a lot. How am I going to do all this? See, the object of the game is that you want a lot. Right. You want to be in control of it. How many people do you know that hand you a newsletter with 10,000 people attached to it, and they want to hear what you have to say? And that's the big fear, but I love doing it because here we go. You know, it's time that you're out of school or you're in school. It's time for you to put that resume together, and it starts now. That's what I love about what we do. We have a different approach.
Definitely. And even with like building the resume, like when I was a student, they just said, a lot of my professors, just do the assignments and then be on your way. But I felt like in a way that was, like I was saying earlier, they're preparing us for a world that doesn't exist. So I realized from a young age that, you know, not only do you have to be a journalist, but now you have to market yourself like you're your own PR person.
Yeah.
You have to show people like visually, like on social media, what you can do. Like, hey, here's my latest article, click the link. So that way when you hand that resume over, it's like a visual resume. So it's like they can read it, but now if they look at your links, they can physically see it. So I just felt like it was, like I was saying earlier, just preparing for the future.
I love what he says.
And the articles he sent are just incredible. The
love
community pieces you've done, the 5K and people helping each other and raising awareness, they're all feel-good stories about what's happening in our community, which is so nice and so important.
And trying to break the barrier. We've talked about for 8 years to bring the Latino circuit into the community because there's so many Latins in Florida. And we have another studio in Miami, and even more Latins down there. So I wanted to build up a show that I can take here or down there or anything in between to introduce the Latino community, which is different. The Latin community is different than the regular community. It's just they have their own world, they have their own terminology, they have multiple languages to say the same thing. But all of this takes place, and when you write about it, you give it a believable stance. Because, you know, even the Sun Sentinel, whatever you want to believe, good, better, and different, they're not going to print something that you've done unless they have faith in what you're saying. So it gives it credibility instantly, which I love.
Is it different for you now? You can write for different papers at the same time?
Oh yeah, I'm always like juggling different stories with different publications. I'm working on something now for Broward Arts Journalism Alliance. I just did something for the New Pelican Palm Beach resident, Kelly Gordon. She's a female yacht captain with an all-female crew. Wow. So there's so much happening in our backyard that people are just not informed about. And I really want to focus on those feel-good stories because, you know, we have so much negativity in the world enough. So I just wanted to really put a spotlight on positivity. And one day I got an email and someone was like, you know, I was actually going to leave Florida. I don't like it here, but, you know, I read some of your things and you're the reason I'm staying. And and I said, you know, thank you. I really appreciate that. Hopefully your rent, you know, isn't too high if you stay here. But, you know, just little things like that I think do make a difference in our community.
What did that feel like for you to get an email like that?
Oh boy, I felt very happy, honestly. Like it was just an average morning and I woke up and I'm like, oh, this is different. It made my day, honestly. And just knowing that, I feel like it's a rewarding experience. I loved it.
And now you've heard of that studio in Boca called AMP Media, and you see how The Artists is Have you heard about this place?
Yes.
This place is a little bit different than any other place. And the way it was put together has a story. Every piece has its own story. From COVID, we were here 3 months before it hit, and it shut the world down, to the radio station, to the students that are in here, to the singers, to the friends that we've had, to the friends that we've lost as artists and friends that have died recently in here who had a big impact, including the opening of the show. Steve will always stay with the show, even though we lost him. There's so much history in the short period of time of what we've done and accompanied here that we love to show it off. We love to tell people, come and take a look, come and have a cup of coffee, just sit in here and just feel it breathe and talk to you. And a lot of people have said, boy, I'm going to tell you, you said it, and I didn't believe it until they came in here and says, you're 100% right. So thank you for coming and sharing what we love to show off. And Michelle will tell you.
Yeah.
Where do people find your work, Niles? Or if they have a story to pitch, do they send it to you directly?
Yeah, so you can email me at nilefortner@gmail.com. You can also send me a DM on Facebook or Instagram, LinkedIn. I'm pretty active on social media, so I'll get to it eventually.
Perfect.
It works.
We follow you on social media, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but because Smoke Barbecue was in the Sun Sentinel a few years back, and actually they said our pastrami was better than Katz's in New York. So it was like a huge thing, and the print really helped us a lot. Like all the New Yorkers down here started coming to our place because of the Sun Sentinel. So we have you guys to thank for that too.
What's so interesting is people still read the paper. Yeah. Whether they're on the phone or they're finding the paper, it still holds that credibility and the validity like we do with radio. People don't listen to radio, but they do. When you're on real radio,
they listen.
Like being in a real publication, there is a difference. It definitely is a higher echelon of publication.
It happened yesterday. It doesn't matter where I go. I moved to Boynton, so I go north to restaurants, and they see me walk in, and the lady says, hey, I know that show. I know you. And people say, can we go anywhere where they don't? They still watch. They listen to the radio. They do. Even though people think they don't listen to radio, they do. And they read the articles. Everybody reads to get informed.
Sure.
Everybody. Absolutely. And I'd rather have him write about us than nobody write about us at all. It's what I'm saying. Or say something on the air. You want to have somebody say something to you.
Do you have a story that's touched you more than others that you've written about?
Well, there's been so many actually, but one that comes to mind is I wrote about a bare knuckle boxer. He competed at BKFC, Bruce Lutch-Medial, and when you see this guy, he's just ripped, has tattoos. He looks like someone you really wouldn't want to mess with, but he was the sweetest guy. And I asked him, how did you get into fighting, and why do you do this for a living? And he said, his brother actually committed suicide, and the last thing his brother said to him was, keep on fighting, and his brother was actually his personal trainer. So he said, I'm just going to keep on fighting, and he actually did win a championship. Wow. And I wrote a story, and I actually went to his gym. I took a picture with him, and he had the printed newspapers on for everybody to look at. So I thought that was a really awesome story. And then another one would be Alexio Gibson. He weighed over 500 pounds, lived in Boca Raton. He sold sea moss out of his backyard, and now he's a multimillionaire, and he was on Shark Tank. And when I was watching Shark Tank, I'm like, I know that guy. And I even sent him a text, congratulations. And he's like, yeah, I remember you. And I remember that article. And thank you. And it was like that Rocky moment when it's like, finally, someone from our hometown won.
Very nice.
It's the story behind the story. That's always what it is, right? It's what gets people to that point that the story's written as the inspiration.
Definitely.
I love that. Thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you. This was an awesome experience.
Such a pleasure. Well, hang tight. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, I think they've put together a Kahoot game. We'll talk to Michelle and see what else the producers have got going.
Absolutely.
More to come. We'll be right back.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for grandpa I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW, and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
The owners of Amp Media Productions and the Brooklyn Cafe show, Dawn and Freddie S., are excited to announce the launch of its new nonprofit educational charity, the Amp Media Futures Foundation. This foundation gives college students the tools that they need by providing them hands-on learning experiences in business, marketing, communication, and media creation. To donate or volunteer, contact AMP2 Media Productions by email at info@ampfutures.org.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Hello, and welcome to This Day in Music. On this day in 1955, world-renowned singer Johnny Cash recorded his first version of the Folsom Prison Blues. On this day in 1966, the new song by the Beatles, Yesterday, would reach number 1 on the charts. It would stay there for 5 weeks. On this day in 1986, Variety magazine reported that John Denver had been dropped from RCA Records after his new song, What Are We Making Weapons For?, offended one of the company's new owners. On this day in 1987, David Bowie kicked off the North American leg of his Glass Spider tour. This tour has become famous for being one of the largest traveling sets ever. Finally, on this day in 2005, a new book was published to celebrate the 35th anniversary of Jimi Hendrix's death. The book discussed how Hendrix avoided serving in the military by pretending he was gay.
Braxton
is 3 for 3 today. Wow.
He's rocking and rolling just in time for him to...
Who is that masked man?
2 years later. I know. He's been with us a long time.
Too long.
No. All right. I think Ben has put together... This is Ben's final week as well. He's put together a... We have technical... All right. So you'll let us know when our technical difficulties are fixed, and we're going to talk to Michelle in the meantime. We're going to roll with what we got here, Michelle. It's been a while. We haven't seen you in some time.
I know. I've been traveling.
Okay, I think we actually got the happiness fixed up. All right, so we'll talk to Michelle, and then we'll work on your happiness.
So you've been traveling?
Yes, I was in... Where have I been this summer?
Where haven't you been?
Here.
You haven't been here, that's for sure.
Did you go to China or anything overseas?
No, I haven't been that far. More like
Japan?
Ohio.
Ohio?
I was in Ohio. I was in Palm Beach for a girls' weekend. Our tennis team went on a girls' weekend. We just got back from Seattle. Our cousin got married.
Is it raining there?
No, it was absolutely beautiful. I said, I love this place. And they said, well, you love it now, but in a couple months you won't. So the weather was just perfect. But I think it's a 3-month thing.
Seattle?
Yeah.
I'm heading there on Friday.
No,
you are?
No fires out there?
Thankfully, there was none at the time. We got back right before the whole data airplane thing, too. So.
Oh, you get lucky. Yeah. Be very careful with that, by the way.
Oh, my gosh, will you stop? You know how many things you've told me to be careful about?
Just saying. You're not taking Delta, right?
No.
And how's the barbecue business?
Great. Obviously, I'm a partner in Smoke Barbecue, and Sun Sentinel. We were just talking about Sun Sentinel, how they mentioned us about our pastrami. But Fort Lauderdale Magazine the readers just voted us best barbecue, thankfully. So yeah, that'll be coming out in August, I think. Thanks. So that's exciting. Yeah.
It's funny. I may be visiting you on the weekend.
Okay.
This weekend, I'm going down to because I keep talking about it, and Linda's upset that she hasn't tried it, because she doesn't believe me that it's absolutely the best barbecue I've ever been. I remember when we did the show down there, I just kept eating everything. It wasn't just whatever; it was everything. It was really good.
Yeah, we got to get you guys down again. But yeah, come. Let me know. Let me know if you're coming.
I shall.
Yeah, but just been busy, working and. Commercials and things like that. So,
well, welcome back.
Thank you.
You ready to play Kahoot?
Yep.
All right, everyone have their cell phone. Ben, are we ready? Jay, you ready? All right, Nathan, you ready? All right, so what do we do, Ben? We go to kahoot.it.
Kahoot.it.
Ben, I feel like I'm in the Carousel of Progress in Disney World with your music. I love it. I guess I need a new nickname, but this one seems to work. Gonna play, Niall? You have a cell phone? Go to kahoot.it. KAHOOT.IT. KAHOOT. And you put in the code that's on your screen. Or you can scan the QR code there.
Which one are you?
Very.
Michelle, is it?
Yeah.
You like he's singing for you.
Yeah, that's it. You have to like sign it.
I know, it's a whole new side of Ben. It's nice, right?
How come he doesn't do this normally?
Oh, is it one second? Am I here?
Ben, we're enjoying your singing.
I don't know if they're making me join.
Are we all ready yet?
Oh.
Are we ready?
Are we good? Everybody in?
Niall, you in?
Niall, are you in?
I
Yep, now he's in.
All right, he's in.
I think they're ready.
We're still waiting on Michelle.
Oh, sorry, 117.
Michelle, it's all your fault.
Hey, that's my birthday, 5/23.
Oh. So you might win this.
She in?
Are you a Taurus, Michelle?
I'm on the cusp, Gemini and Taurus.
We're good. All right, Ben, we're ready.
First question.
Who was interviewed on today's show? This was last week. Okay, they have to be here. It was, I'll have to tell everyone, it's Dr. Beebe and Dr. Cloak.
You're not supposed to say that answer.
But they weren't here. I mean, no one was here to know that, so I kind of got to give them a one-up on that one.
So everybody got it right?
It was dermatology and internal medicine. Look at you got it right, Freddie. You weren't even here.
I wasn't here.
What type of medical practice does Monsieur Dr. Beebe do in Palm Beach County? Dr. Beebe practices pharmacy, dermatology, pediatrician, or ouch. Dr. Beebe is a dermatologist located in Palm Beach County.
The reason why is Brian, ouch! That's right, because that's when there's medical parts, remember when ow, 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 because it's all meds and stuff, and doctors, remember they treat all your pains. And
Number 3, what inspired Dr. Beebe to become a dermatologist? Ow, my butt. He wanted to find cures for people. He wanted to help people. He wanted to help people and find cures for illnesses.
This is what Mr. Baxter says. Why, this is how you say it. You say, where's this from? This is how I say it.
Ben, we got music. Ben, we got music on this?
Yes.
Okay.
Ben, focus.
In what country did Dr. Beebe go get his medical degree? Israel, the UK, the United States, or groan? When you get the stomach pain, it hurts so much.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay. Dr. Beebe is from Israel.
Oops.
Ready, Ben?
Next question, because I've been...
Let's go to the next one.
Wait a minute, this one is not done. Somebody's missing.
Who's missing?
Who's missing?
Baxton, you need to put your answer, please.
Do I have to say, my butt to get your attention?
Baxton.
Mr. Baxton, the Mailman scanner, come over here. Your answer needs to be typed in.
You need to put in the answer, please.
Answer, please.
Thank you.
Jeez Louise, what's the matter with you?
What medical practice does Monsieur Cloak have? He is an internal medicine physician.
What else?
What else?
Yeah. What color is that? I
He's
can't
a
see
dermatologist, pharmacist, internist, which is primary care, or a pediatrician.
this. I can't read these. The lights are in my eyes. You can read them?
Yeah. Baxton, did you answer?
Yes.
All right. Who are we missing, Jay? No one? Ben, next. Oh, there we go. Okay. Six. What is the name of the book that was shown to the audience?
Oh, I don't know.
The Body in You, how to take care of your body, sick skin, or the body in you, sick skin, how to take care of your body, or cough.
There's an actually a hint.
Sick skin.
No need for hints, Mr. Baxter. Everyone's really like, no.
Did you get one?
It was on Thursday's show.
I did it, yeah. I don't know if it's right. I didn't see it. I didn't see the book. Oh, I got it right. You're still winning. That's not fair.
Well, I was the only one, again. How long has his practice been in business, and what does Dr. O'Cloak think about how it's going so far? 1 year, slow and steady. 10 months, going well and steady, but stressful. 11 months, going well, but stressful. I need to sleep.
That's what we say. Please do not bother me. Yeah, that's the phone my arm, right? But then.
Wow.
I got it wrong.
I don't know. What good quote did Dawn say when they were discussing about doctors in the media? Oh my gosh, what are you going to quote me as? To help progress mankind in the field of medicine, they go through training to help us get through tough times. They go through training to better help mankind as well as our community, or I don't know.
What did you say?
Who knows? But they're all pretty good.
Well, I was listening to Thursday's show, me and Mademoiselle Dawn and Monsieur Freddie.
Oh, that they go to medical school to help individuals in their community. True.
That sounded the most like Dawn.
It sounded the most like Dawn. Double points. When did the 2024 Paris Olympics start? If he says 2024, I'll laugh. 27th, 25th, 24th, or 23rd?
I have no idea. 4th or 5th? I have no idea.
I'm telling you, Carousel of Progress. We have our own Disney World here.
What was it?
24.
Okay.
All right, 10 out of 10,
long?
double points. Let's see. What did the 2024 Paris Olympics cauldron look like, and what did it symbolize? Ooh. All 5 Olympic rings, unity of nations, shape of Paris 2024 torch itself, balloon that is also at Disney Springs, and I don't know.
Hydrogen balloon.
But I don't know should be always the right answer.
Oh.
We're missing. Baxter, did you answer?
No, I think.
Who's the 2 people are not answered yet?
Who are we missing, Jay?
That was me.
Oh, okay. The guy. Who's the guy? Are you the guy?
No, I'm always Elvis. You know
Michelle, nice.
I'm number 2.
Who won?
That's Dawn. Carry Dawn.
That's what happens when you do the interview.
Very
All
nice.
right, nice job,
Nice
Ben.
job, Ben.
Thank you. Ben is an alum of
It
FAU.
was actually one thing I want to talk about. The last question, I go for the bonus question. That balloon at Disney Springs is actually like, I think that because you guys have been to Disney Springs before, right? You know what? Disney Springs where you can take a balloon right there. That's where the Olympic cauldron was, the opening ceremony. It was a similar balloon, and that symbolized the first hydrogen balloon flight by the Montgolfier brothers back in 1890. That's right, it symbolized that.
Thank you very much.
It's all the culture, if you take a look at it in history too.
Thank you, Ben.
Ben Liu, who is our Kahoot expert. All right, everyone, have a wonderful Tuesday. The sun's shining, but it's thundering. Welcome to Florida. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. Niall, thank you. Michelle, Helen Archer, you can follow her on Cosmic Astrology Society. More to come. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.